Yo, ladies and gentlemen, hi. How's everybody doing? I know, it's been a hot minute since I posted. I feel like an absent father, but don't worry, I'm back with the milk. Wait, what is this video about again? Oh yeah, alright, my bad, sorry. During my depressive episode, I spent a lot of time endlessly doom scrolling TikTok and Instagram reels back to back. In the midst of my daily doom scrolling, I kept stumbling upon this trend. Well, it's less of a trend and more of an idea. 100 men versus one gorilla. Quite possibly the silliest idea ever made on the internet. I don't know how they come up with these things. And the worst part about it is the streets are very divided about what side would win. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty confused myself. Now, normally, I'm the smartest person ever who knows everything about everything and is wrong about absolutely nothing. But this one is tough. And at first I thought it was a no-brainer that the gorilla would turn us all into meat confetti in a horrific act of violence without breaking much of a sweat, like how Hulk did Loki in that one Avengers movie. Now you would think that everyone else thought that as well, right? I mean, anyone with the pulse and a functioning prefrontal Now you would think everyone else thought that as well, right? I mean, anyone with the Now you would think everyone else thought that as well, right? I mean, anyone with the pulse and a functioning prefrontal cortex should be able to understand that the average silverback gorilla would tear the average human to shreds in a combat situation. Except for me. A gorilla could kill 100 people on accident without even realizing. Just one swipe and it's history for all of us. But somehow, some people thought differently. There are people in this conversation who actually think that we have a fighting chance against a gorilla. Now, at first, this was the absolute dumbest idea I've ever heard. A scholarly man such as myself would never participate in such rhetoric. I might be going insane, but they might actually be right. Now, before you start hating, yes, I know I'm late to the trend. I know nobody else is talking about it anymore. Society might be over it, but I'm not. I was doing my research on the topic, going down every rabbit hole I could find. Well, by research, I mean just doom scrolling again on TikTok, but that doesn't matter. Point is, if we have tactics, formations, training, and battle strategy, we might be able to win. Of course, with a couple casualties, but a win nonetheless. But then I came to my senses and realized that this is an actual gorilla, an angry one at that. We would not stand a chance. Have y'all not seen Planet of the Apes? There's been several Planet of the Apes movies reminding us what would happen if this was the case. There's no battle strategy that could prevent it from tearing you apart limb from limb. Do you know that a gorilla sees eye contact as a sign of disrespect? You mean to tell me that if you accidentally glance at a gorilla at the zoo, he just activates insta-kill mode and rips your head clean off your neck? Notice how I said you and not me, because I would not let this happen, bro. You would not catch me in that situation. And let's be real with ourselves here. This is not 100 athletically gifted. Gifted? What is gifted? This is not 100 athletically gifted super soldiers here. These are most likely going to be 100 random Joe Schmoes found off the street, ranging from ages 23 to 50. Last time I checked, half y'all couldn't even run the mile in PE class. I mean, I can't either. I'm disabled, but that's not what this is about. You watching this right now, you right there, can you take on a gorilla? Absolutely not. Don't lie to me. A gorilla's hand weighs 80 pounds alone. It would turn your skull into a Danimal's Crush Cup in 0.5 seconds. Are y'all old enough to understand that reference, or is my age showing? Do y'all know what a Danimal's Crush Cup is? I'm not gonna go on a whole tangent about Danimal's Crush Cups. Just Google it. This video is already long enough. And then, has anyone put any thought into how we might kill it? You can't even get your hands fully around a gorilla's head, unless you're like Shaquille O'Neal or something. And please don't say, but what if we all attack it at once? Maybe then we have a... No, you don't have a chance. Do you know how uncoordinated humans are? We can barely do a group presentation. How are we gonna manage to fight a gorilla? And okay, alright, let's just say we turn into Prime John Jones and somehow manage to land a hit. What is gonna be our next move? Because a human punching a gorilla does the same amount of damage as a wet fart. You better start praying for forgiveness, bro. There is no running away. Just prepare for a swift exit. The first 25 lines of the 100 men need to be ready for unimaginable pain and life-altering injuries. We're gonna have broken necks, broken skulls, fractured collarbones, torn ACLs all over the place. This is an animal we're fighting. It's not gonna pull punches. We will be dealt with in the most tragically violent way. Also, while we're on the topic, I thought about some other animals that could be put into the conversation. Like 100 men versus 100 kangaroos. 100 gorillas versus 1 man, and 100 men versus your mom. So yeah, in conclusion, if you plan on fighting any wild animals soon, I hope you have life insurance. Comment down below how you would win a fight against a gorilla. We are almost at 2,000 subscribers. Subscribe today to see me fight a gorilla for the 2,000 subscriber special. Okay, video over. I'll see you guys next month. I'm playing. I promise. I'm kidding. I promise I'm kidding. Please don't unsubscribe. Okay, I'll see you guys next week. Okay, bye.